I'm Shae Russell from mining.com.au, and joining me today is Philippa Leggat, the Managing Director of Critica. Philippa, how are you today?
Hi, Shae. Great, thanks, and you?
Excellent, and I'm thrilled to have you on because it's been an impressive year for Critica. Now, you've completed an enormous amount of drilling. What does this mean for Critica?
Well, the last campaign we ran was all about infill drilling in the high-grade zones of the Jupiter project, which is part of our broader Brothers project, clay-hosted rare earths in Western Australia, just 2.5 hours to the east of the port of Geraldton. And the primary reason for doing this, because we're heading towards releasing a maiden resource, is that we wanted to have, for our maiden resource, a huge amount of confidence in those incredibly high-grade areas. We've put out numerous phenomenal results, record intercepts with really broad spacing, well, broad widths of very high-grade mineralization. I think the last one we released was 67 meters at over 3,000 parts per million of total rare earth oxides. So really wonderful numbers. But this is about quantifying it. And in those high-grade zones, you want them to hang together for the confidence around the continuity of that mineralization. And this 262-hole infill program has really proved that up. The continuity is remarkable. And if you look at the plan view in our announcement, how that shows up is there are brightly colored dots representing each of the drill holes. The magenta ones, the bright pink ones, are the ones we're really after for this high-grade area. And you can see that they are more closely spaced than all of the others and really hanging together in big, consistent swathes of mineralization across our 40 square kilometer area or footprint of the Jupiter project. So yeah, it's worked out really well.
Yeah, so not only has that worked out well, but as I started today's conversation, it's been a very big year for Critica. Can you sort of summarize the key achievements for the company?
Yeah, it's a lot just thinking about it. Look, we announced the discovery of Jupiter, this wonderful rare earths project, towards the end of last year when I first joined the board as a non-executive director. In May of this year, we refreshed the board and we adjusted the focus of the company so that that rare earths project has become our flagship and primary focus. We then raised funding, so we are in an excellent financial position and funded through to the end of 2025. And our focus has all been on advancing this project. We've now done a huge amount of drilling, ballpark 40 square Ks. That includes all the resource drilling for the maiden resource estimate for Jupiter. And that data is now with SRK Consulting, so leading geological consultants, because the quality of the work that we do aligns to the quality that they represent in independence and capability. And that quality level is incredibly important to us because we want people to be able to trust our resource estimate. So everything we can do, we've done. It's now sitting with SRK to produce the resource estimate. Then on from that, we made 5 discoveries just adjacent to Jupiter, also part of the Brothers project. And we haven't worked those up any further, so they won't be part of the resource. Those are forthcoming attractions and part of a provincial scale mineral field of rare earths mineralization, which has phenomenal potential for future. And then on from that, it's all about the metallurgy, right? And so because we're so well funded, we have numerous labs working on this and the interim results are looking fantastic. We're dying to get to a point where we can release both that information and the maiden resource estimate. So lots of really big, exciting milestones coming.
Philippa, there's clearly been some enormous achievements over there at Critica. Thank you so much for being here today, and I cannot wait to see what you guys do next.